Okay. The screen is there.
Yes.
So basically, what are there? The question is, this person has to go to China for some professional work, and the question is whether I will get a visa. त्याचं युगा तू एक सांगत जा, मी इकडे त्याचं नोटेशन करतो.
Okay.
पहिलं काय करणार आहे?
So like if Hora is Moon and Mercury, so that validates the question is regarding travel documentation.
ओके, का आपण रिझन सांगायचं. मून इज व्हॉट?
Moon is travel and Mercury is documentation.
Very good. Correct. So very good. And Mercury is also the natural third lord of documentation also.
Okay.
इकडचं नॅचरल जेमिनायचा ना.
Ha.
मग
Then Udayam Lord Venus is in Swarashi, which is Karak of transport.
नाही.
And plus transit Mars in Venus, which shows confusion regarding this.
Venus is not a Karak of travel.
Transport.
व्हेकलच आहे. व्हेकलचा काय संबंध आहे? व्हेकल नको आहे. Venus in Rahu is approaching Udayam is correct, पण ते फ्रॉम व्हॉट अँगल? म्हणजे व्हीनस म्हणजे काय आहे, राहू म्हणजे काय आहे, आणि अप्रोचिंग उदय म्हणजे काय? म्हणजे
Rahu to is air travel.
मे बी
And Udayam means seventh Rashi Libra, which also denotes aeroplanes or like air travel, I guess.
Everyone switch on your cameras, please. नाही ग, व्हीनस इज युअर उदयम लॉर्ड ना. राहू
Yeah.
राहू इज फॉरेन.
Yes.
सेवेंथ राशी इज बिझनेस. सो द पर्सनच्या डोक्यामध्ये काय येत आहे, what that person is basically thinking about is he or her going on a foreign trip for professional work. That verifies the chart.
Okay.
So that is correct. So that is point 2. So
And then transit Mars also shows efforts and legal documents regarding
not
the air travel.
efforts correct hai. So whenever you see one Mars and you are getting some pointer to it, see the Jama Mars also. So where is Jama Mars here? Jama Mars is here. With Rashi is 6th house. So what is this trying to tell you? and Mars and Saturn. What does it tell you?
Delay. Saturn is delay.
Correct. Delay in the efforts, that is one.
Yeah.
Well, it is foreign travel also in a way, foreign settlement also, foreign travel also. And six, basically litigation.
Correct.
Some delay in the efforts because of some litigation or some issue. So it could mean that the document may get delayed because of certain other permissions.
Correct.
Yeah? So that is that.
Correct.
All of you just pay attention one thing. First thing, I cannot write with this thing mouse, but first is to verify the chart. Okay. Second thing is to observe observations, basically observations about the karak and etc. all those things. And third one, then you come to the what is called the outcome or the result. Okay, so go in this way. Understood? So verify you have verified it correctly. Observation is all these things. If the karak, the that. Now tell the inference. So in result, then you have to go to Kavipu, and that will tell you the result. So now what is this link telling you?
So actually, Kavipu, ninth Lord Mercury is in third house, which is like documentation like delay in documentation of air travel.
Why delay? Mercury is a natural third lord, I can understand. Mercury is also the is a ninth and 12th lord over here, which is again something related to foreign and travel.
But
What?
third house is like documents again.
Third house is?
Documentation, na?
That is correct. So Mercury is also correct. That what is this Ketu telling you here in the final result?
Detachment.
Yes. So basically, you have to read it in a Red Indian script and then make it into a sentence. So Mercury basically being documentation. Okay. Third house being natural of documentation. Kavipu in Venus. Venus is what? Udayam Lord.
Correct.
So it is all Red Indian language. One word. So Kavipu means damager. Udayam Lord hitting the 12th Lord of Vyayasthan loss, hitting Mercury, which is the natural karak of documentation, in the third house of documentation, in Ketu, which is detachment
Detachment.
or delay. Barabar. So this is
Correct.
Jupiter what? The third and the sixth lord. Correct? So third is what?
Hmm.
Documentation, sixth is what? Any sort of a dispute or litigation or some problem in that. In moon, moon is what? Uncertainty. In Kavipu, it's also the Kavipu lord. So it is coming to Kavipu.
Hmm.
Anyone not understanding what has been done? Mahesh, your camera is not on. Bhave. Mahesh, the camera on नहीं है.
I will check. Wait.
Okay. So is this clear? This case is clear to everyone. Anyone else wants to have a go at it because even though you guys present it, you can talk about it. Shipra, you want to have a go at this and say whether the visa is going to come or it's going to come delayed. Shipra.
But like Ichha Purti is 11th house, so it is Badak. So I'm not getting what is the conclusion.
That it can cause some sort of a delay or some sort of a issue. 11,000, then you are right. You have to check the 11th house lord also. I forgot it. So 11th house lord sun is here. It is seated in Venus. What is Venus? Udayam lord.
God.
It is seated in 7th house, opposite person. Mars, police or any sort of the clearance. So Sun is not only in the 11th lord of Ichhaputi in this thing. Here also, if you see Mars and Sun is seated here. So someone from the police department or somebody who has to give the approval
Hmm.
is the one which is causing the delay.
Hmm.
You understood? See, if this fellow was catching Jupiter, if it was catching Jupiter, then it would have got the third lord of documentation with Mercury water, then it would have been a no. Here it is catching the 9th and the 12th lord in Ketu. Ketu is detachment, it doesn't mean cancellation.
Hmm.
There will be some sort of a delay, and then we'll have to see at that point whether they give or they give with some conditions or whatever. That is what has to be seen. So as
Manish, how did you get the police man connection?
see, basically 11th lord, you have to also check. I forgot to write over here. You have to check the 11th lord also whether this person, whoever the person is, uska इच्छा पूर्ति होने वाला है कि नहीं. So इच्छा पूर्ति in this case is also the Badak house, and the Badak lord sun is seated in Venus, which is the Udayam lord.
Hmm.
The Badak lord is seated in the 7th house. 7th house is the opposite person. This house is ruled by Mars. Mars is police.
Okay. Mars' police.
Here also, if you see, Mars is seated in Sun and Venus is seated in Ketu. So Mars police, Sun 11th Lord Ichapati, come government, Udayam Lord, some sort of a detachment. Okay. So here
So we can also, so over here, 12th is also going abroad.
Hmm.
And that is Mercury. Mercury is sitting with Ketu.
Hmm.
Kavepu is catching Mercury with Ketu, which means that there is a problem. Suppose if Kavepu was not catching Mercury in the Ketu nakshatra, then it could mean that he may go because Ketu is also could mean going abroad. It can also be a karak of going abroad.
The 12th Lord correct, but 12th is more for like settlement. It is not so much of travel. The 9th is basically considered more
Acha.
for travel. Even 3rd can be considered as travel. Even 4th can be considered.
Okay.
Hmm. You understand? So it is a
But snake is ninth house.
huh?
Snake is in ninth house, which is third and which is third.
क्या क्या?
Snake is in ninth house,
हाँ.
which is third Rashi, and it is like seventh and ninth from Udayam, right? Nine. It's so confusion. Nine from Udayam.
Terry. When you come again, I couldn't hear anything. Okay?
Snake.
Huh?
Snake is in ninth house,
Correct.
third Rashi,
Correct.
and it is seventh from Udayam, right? Nine from Udayam.
So, acha, that you're saying the travel you're saying. Okay, snake is the confusion. Okay, correct. Very good. Very good. No. So what she's saying is the snake is in the 11th, is in the 9th Rashi, which is basically foreign travel. And it is Mars again police. 9th is foreign travel. Here, if you see even Moon and Jupiter together, Moon is again uncertainty, Jupiter is the third Rashi. Jupiter is third Rashi, Rahu is again a disruptor. And here again, snake is coming. Bro, that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Bro. Anyone else wants to have a go? Or should we
And
do
if we take the bhagya of travel, so we need to consider ninth house or fifth from ninth house.
this one? Fifth, ninth from ninth.
Ninth from. Okay.
म्हणून तर तिकडे that's why this Aruda is sitting here. Aruda is also very. Aruda is what is your thought? Ki bhagya of the travel. So that person must be obviously thinking of what is the bhagya of the travel. So here if you see Rahu in Jupiter. So Jupiter is what? Third lord, sixth lord. Correct?
Hmm.
And this is in Rahu. So Rahu is basically dhua, fog, confusion. So as of now, the confusion in that person's head. Now, iska lord kone Saturn. Where is that Saturn seated here? It's in the 12th house.
Hmm.
So there, frankly speaking, it is little difficult.
Okay.
Sir,
Huh. Yeah,
so
but-
can we say, can we see like in Hora Lord Moon, which is travel? The question is related to travel, sitting in Mercury, which is the 9th and 12th Lord, long distance travel to abroad. And that particular Mercury is sitting in the third house of documentation, which is again sitting in the star of Ketu, which is a cut, and it is caught by Kavipo. So it's a straight, I mean, at least 90% it will be a no.
Yeah, it looks like a no. There may be some hiccup over there. So no doesn't mean that that person will not get a passport. No means that it will not come in time for the travel. If that person has to go, because that person was supposed to go to China for some professional work. So it means that suppose let us say that person was to go on the 10th, the visa, the passport approval might come, let's say on the 15th or something. like that. So this trip gets affected. So if you want, you can do one thing. Ninth Lord का क्या परिस्थिति है? Ninth Lord is Mercury. And Mercury is caught by Ketu, Kavipu in Ketu. Ketu is basically what it is, a spirituality detachment. It is not a cancellation or a death of anything. So I think so. Yuga, once you get the feedback from that person, just let us know what he or she has to say, whether he or she got the visa or not in time.
But the present situation is everything is aligned. So maybe 90% yes for travel.
Acha, it is coming through this side.
Uh-huh.
So that we'll have to see. Then we have to again calculate where we went wrong. So when was that person supposed to travel?
15th August.
15th August. Okay, acha, 15th August. That was a very long time from now. Okay. So let us see. So is there any sort of problem from the police? Is that causing the delay? They are giving some approval or something like that?
They are giving approval, but first it was no, but now everything is aligned. So like paperwork will get clear before that only.
Okay, very good. Very good. So basically the Badhak has been taken care of.
Yeah.
So basically we'll have to see, we'll have to observe ki what that person has done, that this Badhak has got cancelled. So I'll also have to think. So basically this is the 11th Lord seated in the 7th house. So maybe it means that the police had some obstacles initially, which were taken care of. Tell me one thing, just ask that person, or if you know that person, ask him, did they have to give some money to the police to get this thing done?
Yes.
So that is what. So this Venus over here is the answer to it. So this Ketu, okay, now I understood. Okay, we have cracked the case. See, ये जो Ketu है ना, if you see here, Ketu is seated with the Udayam Lord Venus in the Badhak house, which also happens to be the 11th Lord, which is seated with Mars in Sun. So the deciding factor is this Ketu. Okay. Now this Ketu is also with Venus. This Ketu, let me erase this. This Ketu, which is the KP theorem, the Nakshatra Lord gives the outcome of the planet. You know, some of you, if you know KP. So basically what is happening is, this Kavipu, this Ketu needs this to quantify that. So ये जो Venus है in the 7th house, Venus is Lakshmi. So if they are paid some amount, did those people have to pay some extra amount to move that thing? Correct.
Yes.
So that is why this Ketu has got negated now. Because this Ketu has got negated. So, anything
Can
else?
we seventh, like if the Mars is there in the 7th, right?
नहीं, Mars का house है, राशि है.
Mars Rashi. So can there be a spouse connection there?
Yeah, maybe spouse.
Just the opposite party.
Spouse of the opposite party.
No, like we try to consider 7th as the opposite one, no?
No,
In terms of question.
no, 7th, see, every time it changes. 7th, if it's a marriage related case, then it will be a spouse. Other 7th is the opposite person. So if 7th is involved in this, so maybe the spouse has done something which has helped in the police thing. That's what you're saying, is it? Then what are you saying, Sankalp? I'm not understood.
I was trying to say that whether there will be connection to that also, no?
Like what? Just
Like
this person, whoever it is, his or her
Yeah.
spouse,
yeah.
का क्या? He has initiated this money, is it? That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
ठीक है, वो भी हो सकता है. That you can quantify with them.
Or we need to consider depending upon the case.
Yeah, I mean, you have to ask that person, let us presume just now that it's a lady, just now for discussion's sake. So you have to ask that lady, unless you know that lady directly, whether her husband has initiated
Hmm.
this. Is that the case? What has happened?
What has
Yeah.
happened?
This I am saying, I'm just not just presuming it's a lady. If it's a man, then consider man. I'm saying this is a lady.
He is saying that this visa question is for both of them, lady and husband. So it is denoting in the chart.
Who has asked you the question? The lady has asked you the question, no?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
What I remember you telling me that that lady had asked whether ऐसा होगा can both she and her husband have to go or someone else other. So
Yes.
Uncle is saying that is 7th of years or the husband has initiated the money to the police to get that thing cleared. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Like in some way that can we see that connection always? That is what I want to ask.
It's a very far-fetched thing. That is just like a confirmation. You have to ask them whether the husband was involved in removing the badak by paying this thing to Mars.
Yeah.
असं काय झालं
So
ना?
my question was, we should consider it all of the time. So you said that we have to consider according to the case.
Yeah, case because
The
here
same-
it is not a divorce case or a somebody's husband or wife is unwell or something like that. Just now we are talking about the opposite person. Opposite person कौन है? मार्स के राशि में बैठे हैं मुझे opposite person is police. अभी
Okay.
वीनस दिया तो ये जो वीनस जो केतु में बैठा था वो निगेट हो गया एंड ये जो कवि को पकड़ रहा है ये केतु निगेट हो गया. That is the thing. Now, whether the husband has given it or what, that is just like a verification. You can ask them and tell us later on whether the husband had done the initiation or the lady had done or vice versa. Whatever. That's a very minor issue. The thing is that, of course, if you want to really say that, okay, that the husband would have gone and done this or the spouse would have gone and done, let's not say husband or wife, spouse would have done it. So, yeah, you are correct. Anyone else? Or should we go to the next case? Next case? Okay. Okay, now this, can you see the chart, all of you? The green chart? I've clicked at the top left and the bottom right. Can you, all of you see the ticks, both the ticks? Okay, so you're seeing the chart, right? Because I'm doing it on a direct software. Now this person, this person had called me day before yesterday, and his question was that he had a hip operation May 24. Okay, May 24 he had a hip operation, and a little while after that his back hips, my buttocks के area में he gets immense pain, especially when he is sleeping and when he gets up it hits him very badly. So what is the cause of it? So when he was asking the question itself, I cast the chart. Okay, because the doctors are also slightly confused, but what the doctors said is exactly what has come out over here. So now I want you to analyze that. Who's taking the lead? Mahesh, you want to take the lead? Mahesh, Topi wala Mahesh. I think
Yes, sir, I will try.
I will call the other Mahesh as Bhave only, otherwise it will be confusing. So if I say Mahesh, it means you, then Bhave mujhe Mahesh Bhave. Bolo, Mahesh, what is yours? How would you like to go with it? Bolo?
Okay, so this is post surgery, no, sir?
Yeah, it's post surgery.
Okay. So,
The simple thing, before he asks anything, I've cast the thing. So I want to know what is the problem first. Where is the Udayam now? Is it not data? Is it Udayam?
nearby Centaurus, second.
Udayam is here, Kavipu is here, Aruda is here. So basically, Jupiter is coming to Udayam. And Kavi, Jupiter.
Sitting Jupiter,
And Jupiter is the ninth,
eighth lord.
7th lord. Okay, I have given you all the hints.
Yeah, so since the issue is with the buttocks, so it would be the eighth lord.
That is
Jupiter. Oh. Udayadipati is in 12th house.
By the way, Jupiter is in Saturn. Jupiter is in Saturn nakshatra.
Okay. Okay. Saturn. Jupiter is exalted here, sir, which is the 8th and 11th lord.
So since 8th lord is also surgery, it means that
Yeah.
the surgery was successful. Saturn is also bones.
Yeah.
Okay. So why is there a pain? But what is the cause of the pain?
If it is a shrill, sharp pain, we need to look at Mars. Which is sir, is it a sharp pain or it's a long-term pain or like
Sharp.
sharp pain? Okay.
Sharp yeah, you can say sharp pain. Maybe it's a persistent pain, not a sharp.
Persistent means Saturn. We can take Saturn, right?
Correct.
Yeah, it's not Mars. So it is Saturn. So Jupiter is eighth lord post surgery, surgery, though it is done successfully. It is sitting in the nakshatra of Saturn, which is a persistent pain. Kavipu is catching Saturn. Kavipu is in which star?
Mercury.
Mercury, okay.
But ज्येष्ठ नाही अश्लेषण.
Ashlesh, okay.
Actually, the secret is here only. This link.
Would it be Mercury is also for nerves? Is a nerve pinching or something?
Correct. The secret is in this link which I have shown now.
Kavipu, Mercury, okay. And Mercury is in Udayam. Mercury has just crossed Udayam.
Blood flow is getting restricted or
Correct. In a way, correct.
because Mars is
Blood
is
flow,
hitting.
this thing is not the right answer. Mars is blood flow, my flow of blood. That is okay. The actual secret is here.
Mars in Venus.
This is the secret to the answer.
Okay. Mars is hitting Kavipu, which is hitting Jupiter. Mars in Venus. Venus is Udaya Lord. And sixth Lord. Mars is surgery, right? So actually we can take it as surgery.
See, Venus no, is veins. Venus,
Veins.
Venus is also laparoscopic, like a tube. Venus is also the syringe needed. So, sorry,
Mercury and Venus both are veins.
no. My mistake. Venus is veins, and मेरा नजर इधर था and I speak. This is the needle.
Hmm.
This is the vein. Mars is also again over here. Ketu is a
Have they pricked,
huh?
cut? Have they pricked or cut while doing the surgery? Have they pricked onto a vein?
No. 1 minute. Okay, I'll give you more hints also. It's creditable. You're going this way. That's very good. This is Mars. This is Leo Rashi, right? Sun. Mars is also in Sun. Okay, chal, I'll give you a hint now. What is Sun in a body part? If we are talking about a surgery, you have to think now. When they do surgery, they give anesthesia. Which is one of the options of giving anesthesia?
In the spine.
So Sun is fine. Sun is everything that is
Yes.
in Sun. So Sun is fine. Mars is what? A needle, sharp needle. Correct? So sharp needle given in Sun, a sharp needle given to the backbone. This Mars is seated here in Mars in the Udayam Lord. A spinal injection given to this person, which has led to Kavipu in Mercury, which is basically something to do with nerves, damage of the nerve, which has gone on to Jupiter, okay, which is basically the 8th lord of surgery also, and which has basically hit the surgery of the bone, something related to bone, which is the hip surgery. Now, this is one thing. There is another reason why, which I immediately asked him and that came out correct. Jupiter in Saturn can mean what? Jupiter is what? And Saturn is what? Simple Karak. Jupiter is Karak of what?
Expansion of pain,
No,
increase of pain.
expansion, correct. When you say a man is expanding, manje what? Fat.
At.
Fat.
Saturn is what? Stagit, manje stationary.
Yeah.
So immediately I asked, yeah, he's actually my karate sir, whom I've known since like almost now 35 years. But I have not met him since the last, I think at least 6-7 years. So not even seen him or this thing like that. So I asked him, have you put on any weight? Because he used to be around 80 kilos ke aspas. So he told me he's become 114 kilos. And his movement has obviously become stationary. So that is one. So when I said that, he said, yes, the doctors have said this is the reason. But now we know because of Kavipu that there is something in the background which is the cause of it. So basically, in short, Mars in Sun, injection given to the backbone in the Sun Rashi, which is this Mars, which is given to Venus, the Udayam Lord, is going, it went on to Mercury. Mercury was in Kavipu, which was in Mercury again nerve. So it hit some nerve over there in that area, which then led to the surgery of the bone. And this same thing has gone and hit Udayam, and Udayam is in Mars, which is back to square one. Can you see this circle? Are you able to understand the circle? So Mars se shuru hua and Mars mein khatam ho gaya. So the cause is basically that Mars. And if you see Mars also happens to be the 12th lord of Vyayasthan, loss. this link, if you can see, you can solve any problem. Okay, there's 1 minute left, so I think I'll just pause this and we'll go to the next one, or let the recording get over. Let it just go on its own. So are you understanding what the thing is?
Yes.
So the
I mean, catching that sun as spine and anesthesia part, I mean, that actually solves everything, but catching that itself is,
yeah,
that cargo of sun is very difficult.
that I understand, because it's not that it has come to me ekdam fat karke naturally. I've spent a lot of efforts and then it has come. So I think it's just a question of time. But what I've learned out of all this, 1 minute, it's going to go off in a few seconds only. So let's let it go. Or let me just stop the recording and go to the next one.